welcome to Aikidoflow. Now, I remember when I was young, and I'm sure some of you lot remember when you were young, okay? How you went to the cinema, you watched Rocky, and you came out of the cinema, throwing punches, you came up, you run up your stairs, and you got to the top of the stairs.
Rocky!
I remember that. I remember going to the movies, watching Kung Fu movies, and I would come out of the movie, doing my praying mantis, and my eagle claw, my dragon's fist, and my snake fist, and all that stuff.
Iron Fist.
Yes!
That was my favorite.
Yes! I remember all of that.
Iron Fist.
And I remember just being so influenced by what I saw in the movies. And I remember I see all these techniques that I saw in movies, and I would love these techniques, and I would go home and I would try and practice them and this and that. Okay, but it's only as I got older and started learning actual martial arts, I realized that a lot of these techniques I saw in movies, they don't work. You know what I'm saying? So today, we're gonna have a look at this. Now, I remember witnessing a fight, okay? And it was kind of like, just like a confrontation between these two guys. They were standing opposite each other.
Is this a long or short one?
No, it's a short one.
Short one.
Short one. Okay, they're standing opposite each other. They got in the confrontation. Eventually, one of them throws a punch, okay? Now, the punch was quite slow and weak, and the other guy literally caught the punch. He caught it in his fist. And then what happened was, yeah, exactly, but I think it was the other hand. So he caught this here, and he caught the punch. Now, what happened eventually, this guy is acting all cool, like, yeah, I'd catch your punch. And eventually, this guy came with another punch, and boom, you know what I'm saying? It got him. It got him, and this guy just went down. It was like a tree falling. I swear I heard someone shout, timber, in the background, okay? But the way the guy was who caught the punch, it's almost like I could see for a split second, he caught the punch like, he felt good, you know what I'm saying? It was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I caught your punch, you know what I'm saying? I'm a bad man this. He felt good. It was like something you saw in a movie, when they catch the punch or whatever, and they go, and they go, all that business, He felt good, but I felt like this guy's been watching too many movies. You know what I'm saying? He thought he was going to get away with that. He didn't realize this dude has got another fist. You know what I'm saying? That fist came at him hard and fast. Okay, so what I've learned, okay, in movies, a lot of stuff you see doesn't work, okay? Well, what I've really learned is, one of the fundamental things I've learned is, one of the main techniques which a lot of people have tried to do against me, is a haymaker. That doesn't work. That works well when they catch you off guard, but when someone throws a haymaker, it's so easy to see it coming. I can either move in, or I could either absorb, okay? It's so easy to see it coming. It's like, for me, I always learned to punch here. Boom, straight punch, okay? You come from here, and just come up here, straight down the middle and punch there. I never learned, did all that. It was just like, boom, straight from the middle. So it'd be quick in front of someone, suddenly, bang, you just come. It comes quick. So that's what I learned. So there are certain techniques which I just never do. If you are repetitive in a street fight, okay, if you keep on throwing the same techniques, throw the same punch, eventually, whoever you're in an altercation with, they're going to predict that movement. So for example, he keeps throwing, he keeps throwing the same thing. Eventually, it's going to be, I'm going to, boom, and I'm going to see it coming, I'm going to do something, okay? If somebody, keeps throwing, a low kick, boom, 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 eventually, you're going to catch that leg. Eventually, you'll catch it. And they keep throwing the same techniques. You need to change it up. You need to have variety when you're throwing punches or kicks. The only time I would throw the same technique a few times is if I want to fool someone. If I'm going to keep on going bang, bang, and then it will be half a bang, I'd, throw some low kicks, pretend that that's what I'm trying to do, constantly kick, they start to think, okay, that's what I'm doing, sequence of low kicks, and then I'd go to do half a kick, but instead, bang, I come up on top. Or vice versa. You're throwing punches here, boom, 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 the things come boom, boom, and then suddenly boom, your foot comes out. Only if you're trying to really fool somebody, if lure them into a false sense of security, then you would do it. But you need to mix it up. You can't keep throwing the same techniques. Don't throw haymakers unless you're literally coming up behind somebody, but you shouldn't be doing that. There's no way you should ever come up behind someone and throw a haymaker, because obviously you're in a situation where you could have walked away if you're attacking someone by surprise. I just learned over the years, watching movies, see loads of moves, a lot of them don't work. Another classic move I always saw in movies was when they grab the person and they grab them down, their foot comes up and they go boom, some kick like this. That doesn't work. It doesn't work. It don't work. So there's so many techniques out there that just do not work. So if you want to learn martial arts, come to our dojo. Don't learn from the movies, or watch our videos. Okay, so in conclusion, like as kids, we watched a lot of movies, we tried out the techniques, we thought, these moves are great, we saw on the techniques. But in reality, the only techniques that really work are the ones which you really pressure test. Now, the way you pressure test is, we in our dojo, what we do, we get protective gear on and we would just attack hard. Hard and fast, knowing that person protected, they can't really, but we want to get that person adrenaline up, get them in a situation where they're a bit panicky, a bit scared. So their response is going to be more realistic to a real life situation. It would also do stuff where I would attack, but I'm not going to tell you what technique I'm going to do. A lot of in martial arts, you kind of train with someone, you know what technique you're going to do, and you do this and you do that. It's like a sequence. But when you attack somebody and they don't know what you're going to do, or you don't know what technique they're going to do to defend against your attack, that's when your training can become a lot more realistic. You do have to be careful. You do have to communicate with your partner, see what level they're willing to go to. Slow it down, but speed it up slowly, gradually. Make sure you're protected. And that's the only way you can really learn techniques that will work in a real situation, because we can't all be out on the street practicing our technique. It's not like the old days where they walked around, in the Kung Fu movies, challenging each other's teacher. I challenge you, I challenge him. It doesn't work like that anymore. You can't practice your techniques on the street. You have to practice them in the dojo and try to make the scenario as true to life as possible. Then you will know in a real life situation, your techniques are more likely to work. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, we've got plenty more videos. Check out our channel. Come to our dojo, Mobley Sports Centre, Northwest London, Kensal Green, and you'll see us there. We'll teach you some techniques. We'll get down some training on the mats, and we'll all have some fun.
Don't forget our training academy online. Links are in the description. Style,